Okay, let me recap what I tried to do to save this tree from destruction. Actually, it's being rotted out from within. And so what I did was I took all of the wood that was chipped out, rotted out, and see this cavity here? That's all hollowed out with the wood chips, and filled up a big barrel of that. And I started putting in the filler that you can see there, expanding filler. And I used what was recommended cardboard. You can see that too. Some of the stuff that's oozing out. And when I was told that the tree is going to heal itself in time, it's trying to do that right now with this, the way it's curved, trying to close itself up between here and here. Bad sunlight, but anyway. So what I'm going to do is I got some bark from a bad limb that I'm going to try and repair it too, and I set it in here, as you can see. Kind of like, instead of using cardboard, I'm going to use bark from this tree, and it sits in really nice, and it's firm in there. So when the expansion foam goes, it will expand and push against that and retain it back inside the tree itself, give it some strength and stability. And so that's the project I'm going to do. And what I did last year is you can see that there's just this big old gap here. You can see how big that is. And so I'm trying to get the water not to go in over the winter, and it was successful. So I'm going to take that part of that off and to put the foam in, and I'm going to build this up one more. I'm going to put one more piece of bark here, and I'll show you that later to see how that works. So let's see what I can do. So what I did was I opened up this plastic part here to get more access and get the spiders that made their home in here, and to peel this back, give me more room. And I'm going to put another piece of that bark right in here, and see some of my squiggly stuff, the foams. So I'm going to try and peel it off. So I'm told this is going to help it, take care of it, prolong the life of this tree. And it's amazing how it can still be alive and still produce lots of leaves, beautiful leaves for the summer. And then when the leaves fall in the fall, it's just a beautiful sight too. So that's my desire to do that. So let's see what we can do. Here's the piece of bark I chose to put in on top of that. And I'm going to do that after I put the foam in there. I'm not going to do it right now because I need to get the piece of tubing in there to do that. So this is it. It's going to fit in right here like this, and it's going to be beautiful. Okay, so this is what was recommended. Those gaps and cracks. Does a good job so far. I've worked with it, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to open that up and set it up, and then inject it. Okay, you can see the foam, the fresh foam that I just put in, starting to expand and come out, ooze out. I'm going to take care of that with my hands, my glove, and some paper or some bark. But I'm going to use this other can that I have and fill it in, the rest of it, and then put this piece of bark to fill in the gap there, so it'll hold this foamy stuff. Well, here's what I've done so far. I put that bark in the hollow of the tree there, and I put in the foamy stuff. You can see the new stuff there. So the sun is behind me, and I got all of this to fill in too, especially that one hollow part there. I'm going to show you how to do that later on. There was one I did last year, plugged up that hole. That was pouring in water. And you know, it's interesting that they want us to save the planet, yet they give us these plastic gloves to throw away, to bury in the planet. What's up with that? Save my hands though, and that's what you need, safety first, right? So you can see it's starting to ooze out a little bit. I didn't do that gap really well, that seal really well, and so it's oozing out, but that's okay. It will seal itself with that foamy stuff. You can see it's starting to expand, and I touched it up a little bit here. Kind of made a little bit of a mess, but that will be, you can shave it off or just chip it off. So anyway, that's it for now, and I got this one last one. You'd be surprised how much you use and how little there is in a can, even though there's a lot. So kind of big for you to statement. Anyway, that's it for now. Well, there's the 3 cans I used, and I'm gonna let them dry out before I throw them away in the trash. That way they'll be safe when they go into the trash can, into the dump. And look what I did, I got some of my pants. That is not gonna come off, dude. Well, there you have it. You can see some of the foam starting to ooze out here, and it's starting to expand a little bit more up there. You see that gap is still big, and that was 3 cans I used from about to here to here. And so we're going to need about probably about 6 more cans plus to fill all that stuff in, especially that hole back there. Up there, can you see that? That's a dump. Anyway, so there you have it.